the same thing in 2011 when Jim Harbaugh was the first-time head coach, and we were expected to be last place in the NFL, and we surprised everybody. We went to the NFC Championship game, in which we should have won, and so I love it. I love that Vegas is doubting us, and everybody else is doubting us, and we should have a surprising football season coming up.
I'm liking Bruce Ellington. I think he would be a good backup wide receiver, but Quentin Patton, I just haven't really seen the light in all of it yet. I'm sure it'll pop up Sunday, but not so far. I'm kind of disappointed.
Are you listening?
Summer is winding right down into NFL 2015. Ooh. If you are on your way to the Johnny Wiedemeyer Annual Football All-Star Game, you are privileged. Why? August 1st, 4:30 for that annual classic, to be followed by 7 p.m. The 49ers will come rampaging out on that field. You get to watch them practice. Please, let me remind you, don't forget your cam, and you will post constantly, hopefully, have a feed. Tell us where you're going to be. If I could just be there. This is for those of us who aren't going to be there. From that point on, it's all downhill. We'll be heading right into the season. And got another, one of my favorite quotes from camp. And this coming from big man, Quentin Dial. Quentin is quoted, "I feel like it's our time now. Time for me and Tank to make our mark, to make our legacy." There's just something warm and exciting about knowing your big man has a goal set for administering pain and suffering to the opposition. Just kind of gives you that giddy, lovely feeling inside. And it's a good thing too, because the NFL Top 100, right? No, I know. We have nobody on the list. And if you look down the list, you wonder, where are names like Aldon Smith? Bowman didn't make it? Now, Aldon Smith, okay, maybe you guys didn't like him because of the fact that he had a little problem last year. Bowman didn't make it? Why? Frank Gore? I don't know the rules or the criteria of which they go by, but it's a little strange that we had nobody on the NFL Network's Top 100. And also, did you get excited a few days ago? Isaiah Battle, right? 6'6", 320 pounds. The man can cover 40 yards of real estate in 5.22. That's insane. That's a road grader you can run behind all day. We didn't get him, the St. Louis Rams did. But you know what? I went ahead and looked up some more information on him. Do you know that Isaiah, all 320 pounds of him, can only bench 225 12 times? He was one of the weakest guys in pro day. I could knock that up 4 times without a problem myself. Now, he weighs way more than I do. He can't do any better than that. Also, they say he has a little problem bending at the knees. He's one of those guys that bends at the waist. Listen, St. Louis, make sure you start him against us. Looking forward to that. I don't feel any pain. It's not sour grapes. I'm just happy about the fact that we don't have to worry about having lost an offensive lineman that I thought was the real deal. And one other thing. How fortunate were we? Remember last week when the NFL swept down through the league like a plague and gave out all those suspensions? We escaped. We are not to be concerned this year, as we will start the season without a problem.
Ronbo!
Hey!
Yes, indeed. Props to Trent for kicking Ray McDonald to the curb just in time.
Yes.
And Ronbo,
Yeah.
what is up with all them brothers on suspension?
What?
You can make an African safari movie with all them black folks on that list.
Whoa!
I mean, ain't nothing but y'all.
Y'all!
And Antonio Gates, that brother needs to go straight to jail.
Wait, MC, Tom Brady's on that list?
Say what?
What?
Tom Brady. Brady found out he wasn't white right around the same time as Slim Shady did. To this day, people are still asking who's the real Slim Shady. And since the gay antics got underway in New England years ago, If you search black drama programs, look for the Belichick and Brady Files. Listed right behind the hit series Empire. You think I'm lying, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
You just don't know. Anyway, I just dropped in to give props to Trent. He beats a clean, golden red machine. Super Bowl bound, baby. Super Bowl bound.
Okay. I will have MC. Listen, I'll have a talk with him a little later. I have no idea what got into him and what would make him think he could get away with saying that. Okay. Anyway, I have some people I want to introduce you to. MC, man, come back here, man. I want to talk to you, man. Let's go to the camera. Introducing King Geonidus.
Oh.
Serious? You just got that. I should ask him.
And you, sir, what can you do for a living?
My favorite part of the movie, Geo.
Niner way, that's the Niner sparring way, buddy.
Let me introduce you to Geonidus. You may have seen him if you've attended any games. He is the statuesque bronze Spartan warrior that you see combing the parking lot. Geo, in fact, how did this adventure get started, man? What presented you? I mean, what made you go out there and become Geonidus?
It wasn't my idea originally. The 49ers pitched the idea to me, to all of us as Niner fans, because it was the game against the Buffalo Bills in 2012. They beat Buffalo 45-3, I believe the score was. Mm-hmm. And in that game, the 49ers were the first team in NFL history to get over 300 yards passing and 300 yards rushing in the same game. So afterwards, if you looked up on the Niner website and their Instagram and Facebook, they put it out there with Alex Smith and Frank Gore with the 300 symbol, saying we're the first team in NFL history to go over 300 yards passing and 300 yards rushing, and they put the 300 logo down there. So I thought that was awesome, and me being a fan of the 300 movies, I told my cousins and friends of mine in January of 2013 that we should do that. We should all get in shape and buy these costumes. Well, I'm the only one that actually went through with it. I actually dedicated myself to getting fit, getting in shape, diet and all, and buying the costume. The costume, it wasn't too cheap. It was over $1,000. So I don't think many people want to spend that much money for a costume, but I think it was well worth it.
I do too, man. I am so impressed with that. See, that's what I'm talking about when I say commitment. Gio put his mind to it, and look what he did. You got some rings there. I want to see those rings, man. We want to see those rings right now.
These are the 5 Super Bowl rings. And these rings, I'm going to wear them on my right fist, holding the spear at Levi Stadium when I do the tailgating.
This is what we're talking about when we say, Gio, in fact, where are you located? Are you at like gate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Do you have specific areas that you can be found in? How does it work?
No, I'm not a season ticket holder, so I had to buy my tickets on eBay or StubHub, Craigslist. So whenever I do get tickets for whatever game I'm going to on Instagram and Facebook, where I will be at.
Oh, okay. So you're a complete free agent then. When you're going out there, you're doing your thing. And
yeah,
of course, all right. Man, that is fabulous stuff. And Gio, now, how crazy does it get you? I mean, from the beginning of the game to the end of the game, because I'm sure just seeing you out there representing, because the spirit of the game is already all over everybody. So they walk out and they see you out there looking like you do. You're dressed in the Spartan wear. People must be gathering around you. They just got to know, JIONIDAS, man, we've heard about you. I mean, what is it like, man?
Man, it's a little crazy. I mean, start getting little crowds of people want to take pictures, and some people have found me on Facebook and Instagram before and told me they didn't get to take a picture with me because there was such a big crowd. And so I didn't get to do it last year, but I'm gonna do it again this year. And like I said, I'm committed to getting in shape again and pulling off the Spartan costume. The crowds, they love it. I love their response, their reactions. And so I'm doing it for the fans. I'm a 49er fan. If I seen somebody else doing it, I would have been like, that's so awesome. Because I'm a big fan of the 300 movies as well.
How many ladies, and I know every dude is wondering, how many ladies Come on, I'd love to take a Spartan home for dinner. How often do you have to fight that off?
It hasn't happened yet. I got a lot of ladies that come up to me for pictures, but the right one hasn't came along yet.
Jill, now, at the same time, now I know we haven't played the Raiders. From the time you're telling me, I'm thinking you missed out on any Raider games in Santa Clara. Anything. But sometimes you get rowdy, crazy, fans that have really lost touch with reality and coming out and doing weird things. Have you had any situation where you had to deal with rival fans who are a little bit strange?
No, actually, I've never had that issue. I went to the Super Bowl when the Niners played against the Ravens in New Orleans, and I dressed up as the Niner Joker. Opposing fans even want to take pictures with me, so I haven't had issues with rival fans.
Right.
That hasn't happened yet. People actually like it, even opposing fans.
Now, see, that's good news. I would like to think that most people in the football community are not insane. We won't mention the we won't mention the Raiders again, but they do represent somewhat of a criminal element amongst fans. I want to know, of the new guys coming in on the roster, some of the guys that you think are going to make a big difference in 2015, 2016 season. Gio, who do you like, man?
I like Torrey Smith. I mean, we lost Crabtree to the Raiders, but I feel Torrey Smith is a bigger addition to the 49ers receiving corps. So I really like Torrey Smith. And Reggie Bush, he's going to do good as our running back. You cannot replace Frank Gore. I love Frank Gore. He was the heart of the team. But football's a business. You know, he chose to go with the Colts, and I still root for him. You know, he's once a Niner, always a Niner, so I'll still be rooting for Gore. But I think Reggie Bush is going to do good for us as well. I like the draft picks, Blake Bell and Eric Armstead. You know, we lost Justice Smith to retirement, so Eric Armstead is a pretty good top draft pick for us.
The Vegas odds have us. Yo, Dennis, they say we don't have a prayer, man. They say we may as well not even show up. The odds of us winning or even participating in the Super Bowl are 40-1. 40-1.
Well, I'll tell you what, I think it was the same thing in 2011 when Jim Harbaugh was the first-time head coach. And we were expected to be last place in the NFL, and we surprised everybody. We went to the NFC Championship game, in which we should have won. And so I love it. I love that Vegas is doubting us and everybody else is doubting us, and we should have a surprising football season coming up. I think our players are going to make an impact, and they know that the Super Bowl is in our home turf, and they're going to play their hearts out. They want to reach that Super Bowl and get that 6th Lombardi for the San Francisco 49ers and their fans. And I believe that they're going to do it this year.
Me and
I
you
believe
both.
they're going to get the Golden Lombardi.
You know what? You mentioned something there right there that's perfect too. That they said we would finish last in a year similar to this one. It's a good luck omen. It is a good luck omen.
Good. The Raiders, in other words. We're overlooked. And there's a lot of talent in this team, and you know, the coaching staff, you don't know what they're going to hit you with. So it's a team that's under the radar, and I like that. I like the odds against us.
You and me, bro.
I want to give a shout out to my brother, Vice and Teskey. They're my older brothers. It's because of them that I grew up watching the 49ers, and I'm a 49er fan. My cousin in LA, Edgar, he's the biggest 49er fan in Los Angeles. And last but not least, my cousin Romero Munoz, he's the biggest 49er fan I know. Everything I know about the Niners is because of him. He eats, sleeps, and breathes football.
Yeah.
And a shout out to the Niner Empire, to all of us, man. We're not just fans, we're family.
This dig. But Gio, before we go, since you are from Sparta, yelling is no problem for you. I'm gonna give you the 3, 2, 1, and give you the Niner yell. Will you please?
Niners, ahoo, ahoo, ahoo.
Introducing, he's from Idaho. His name is Jace. Do not be fooled. This guy, Jace, how old are you?
12.
Are you good? You know about football?
I'm going to teach you about football.
See, this is what I'm talking about. Boy, you better hush. Let's get started right now then. Jace, as you know, it's almost time to get into camp. Training camp is going to leave but 53 guys going into the season. Who do you like as far as keeping on the squad. And Jace, who do you want to get rid of?
I'm liking Jared Hayne and Eli Harold. Eli Harold is just a beast right now. I'm loving it.
Now, is that the only two people that you're talking about? Because we're talking about a bunch of guys. Those are the only.
Yeah.
You like Hayne. You like Eli Harold. I think Eli Harold has no problem staying. How do you feel about Quentin Patton? Guys that have been around like Bruce Ellington.
3 years. Yeah, I'm liking Bruce Ellington. I think he would be a good backup wide receiver. But Quentin Patton, I just haven't really seen the light in all of it yet.
Right.
I'm sure it'll pop up Sunday, but not so far. I'm kind of disappointed.
You're even disappointed in Patton?
Yeah, I just haven't seen enough from him.
Okay.
I haven't seen it in preseason or anything.
He may emerge a little. He's got a little more time to prove to us in camp. We'll see. All right. Now, looking at the defense, you've got Eli Harold, who most likely Eli's going to make the team. There's Corey Limonier. You know about him?
Not necessarily. I haven't heard much about him.
Yeah, nobody has. He hasn't done much since he was drafted a couple of years ago, and this could be it for Corey. So he's on my quick list of getting rid of guys. So let's move on to now. Who is your favorite guy? And you already said that Patton is not going to be it. Who's your favorite guy for that third wide receiver for the 49ers?
I know this may be like kind of far off decision, but I'm liking Jerome Simpson. All because that we need all the veteran help we can get. And I've seen some highlights of his, and he's an absolute beast. It's amazing.
You enjoyed those highlights? You seen that 360 that he did years ago in Minnesota?
That was sick.
Yeah.
That was sick.
He's got a lot of
It was
speed.
like a hurdle or something.
The man is amazing, and he's got a lot of speed too. So it's a good choice because it's between him. How do you feel about DeAndrew White, the guy that just all of a sudden came into the picture and is getting all kind of rave reviews in camp so far?
Yeah, he's been really good in camp so far. I'm liking it. I think he should be the number 4 wide receiver spot, back from Anquan, Torrey, and Jerome Simpson.
It's a good choice, actually. I like that. All right. Now, there may be necessary to make some trades. If you were going to trade anybody right now, who would you be willing to trade to improve the 49er roster?
I'm not that sure about anything. I'm liking how the roster is going so far.
Okay. So you're not really interested in trading anybody right now. You like whoever we don't keep, we just drop them off. And as far as trading anybody, that's not an option.
Yeah, I think we're good so far.
Okay, good.
Season.
Good. Because there's some guys I always try to figure out who would we possibly trade and how would we get better. The linebacker position I think the linebacker position is being underrated myself, so I've got no problem with that myself. So
yeah, my thing on Aldon Smith is I thought that Aldon and Eli, that would have been like an amazing duo, like crashing the line and everything. We'd get so many sacks.
I kind of enjoy that too. They say in camp, nobody has a faster step than Eli Harold. So this could be interesting to see who amongst everybody else will play alongside Aldon Smith. I don't think it's been fully decided yet. We'll find out about that a little later. All right?
Yeah.
Jace, what else have you got to say about the 49ers today?
I'm kind of surprised that everybody has the doubt. I'm really honestly surprised.
And why is that?
I'm really disappointed because we're all good. We have all the players we need. I'm liking the chemistry between Kaepernick and Reggie Bush. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why people have so much hate. I was watching NFL Network recently, and it said that we were probably going to be 4th place in our division. That just blew me out of the water. I was really surprised. Because all the new pickups, everything is just going good.
Let them keep talking. We got a few weeks more to talk, and pretty soon all that's going to hush right on up. You don't worry about that. But you know, before you leave, you've got to give the patented Niner yell. I haven't patented it yet, but it will be soon. I'm going to give you a countdown, and you give me the scream, okay?
Okay.
You ready? 3, 2, 1.
Niners!
It's better than me. Jace. I like that little guy. JIONIDAS. Woof, woof. Whew. Tell you what, this season, it's just getting more exciting by the minute. It's not even started yet. It's just too much fun. I want to thank you guys for joining me today. And please, remember, baby and mother, you've got to subscribe. Otherwise, you won't know when I'm coming back, and I'll be looking for you. Because you know how I love coming into your house and telling you what I feel about our team. Meanwhile, let's discuss everything 49ers on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. I'll see you there. The name never changes. Ronbo Sports. Count me out.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Till now, the sacred stone.